Welcome back to Rare US Coins, the channel where ordinary-looking coins turn into extraordinary treasures and where history, passion, and value come together in the palm of your hand. And today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood coins in American numismatic history, the Liberty 1 cent 1973, a coin that many people have seen, many people have spent without a second thought. Yet very few truly understand the incredible story, the hidden rarity, and the astonishing market power that surrounds it, because while it may look like a simple penny, this coin represents a powerful chapter in United States history, minted at a time when America was changing economically, socially, and technologically, and every single detail of this coin reflects that transformation, from its strong copper tone to its sharp Liberty design that symbolizes freedom, strength, and endurance. 1973 was a year when inflation was rising, metals were becoming more valuable, and the cost of producing coins was becoming a serious concern for the U.S. Mint, which makes coins from this era especially important to collectors today. The Liberty 1 cent of 1973 stands as a reminder of a time when copper still ruled the penny, giving it intrinsic metal value as well as historical importance, and when you hold one in your hand, you are holding a piece of American resilience, a piece of the economy, and a piece of everyday life from more than 5 decades ago. What truly elevates this coin into legendary status is its condition, rarity in high grades, and the existence of special minting errors and exceptional strikes that collectors hunt for passionately, because while millions were minted, only a tiny fraction have survived in pristine condition, untouched by circulation, free of scratches, with full original luster and perfect details. And those are the coins that create shockwaves in the market. The Liberty 1 cent 1973 in top condition has captured attention worldwide, and today its current market value is an astonishing $779,356, making it one of the most exciting and valuable cent coins ever discussed on this channel. Imagine turning a small copper coin into nearly $800,000. That is not a dream, that is the power of rarity, condition, and collector demand. And this is exactly why this coin is worth a lot of money. The design itself speaks of American pride and craftsmanship, with Liberty standing strong, symbolizing hope and independence, and every line, every curve, every detail was carefully created by master engravers who understood that coins are more than money, they are miniature works of art that carry national identity. Over the years, many 1973 Liberty 1 cents were lost, damaged, or worn down through circulation, which only increased the value of the survivors that remained flawless. Collectors today look for sharp strikes, perfect coloration, and original mint brilliance, and when such a specimen appears, competition becomes fierce, auctions become intense, and prices climb rapidly, because owning such a coin is not just owning metal, it is owning history, status, and a powerful investment. The market for rare U.S. coins has never been stronger, and the Liberty 1 cent 1973 sits proudly among the most desirable pieces for serious collectors and investors alike. It represents stability in uncertain times, beauty in simplicity, and enormous potential for financial growth. And that is why smart collectors are always searching their collections, old jars, and inherited coin boxes hoping to find this hidden treasure. This coin teaches us that sometimes the greatest wealth is hiding in the smallest places, and that knowledge is the key that unlocks fortune. At Rare US Coins we believe every coin has a story, but some stories are written in gold even when the coin is copper. And the Liberty 1 cent 1973 is one of those stories, a symbol of American history, a champion of rarity, and a king in the collector's market. With its incredible current value of $779,356, it proves once again that coins are not just money, they are investments, they are history, and they are dreams waiting to be discovered. So if you have one, protect it, get it graded, and understand its true worth. Because you might be holding a treasure that can change your future, and if you are a collector, investor, or enthusiast, this is the kind of coin that defines greatness, power, and legacy. And this is why the Liberty 1 cent 1973 will forever remain one of the most talked about, most valuable, and most legendary coins in the world of American numismatics, only here on Rare US Coins. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the Liberty 1 cent USA coin current 1984, a coin that many people overlook, a coin that sits quietly in old jars and dusty drawers, yet carries a story of American history, mystery, and massive potential value, because the current market value we are talking about today is an astonishing $779.357. And yes, this is not just a number, it is a symbol of how powerful knowledge can be in the world of rare coins. The 1984 Liberty 1 cent was born during a time when America was undergoing economic transformation, technological growth, and a renewed sense of national pride. This coin represents the heartbeat of that era, struck with precision, purpose, and pride by the United States Mint, and while millions were produced, only a handful possessed the special characteristics, conditions, and rare features that elevate them into the world of elite collectibles, making them worth a fortune today. When you hold a 1984 Liberty 1 cent in your hand, you are holding history. You are holding a tiny copper monument to American resilience, innovation, and craftsmanship. The Liberty design itself is a powerful reminder of freedom, independence, and the enduring spirit of the nation. Liberty is not just a figure on a coin, liberty is an idea, a promise, and a legacy that collectors across the world deeply respect. And that is why this coin has captured the attention of serious investors and passionate numismatists alike. The year 1984 is especially intriguing because it falls within a period of changing metal compositions, minting techniques, and quality control processes, which created opportunities for rare errors, striking variations, and exceptional condition coins that now command sky-high prices. Some 1984 Liberty 1 cent coins are known to feature rare minting anomalies such as double dies, off-center strikes, unusual planchet compositions, and extraordinary luster, and these are the coins that ignite bidding wars in auctions and private sales, pushing their values into unbelievable territory, reaching and even surpassing the current highlighted value of $779.357. Collectors are constantly searching for pristine examples graded in top conditions like MS67, MS68, or even higher, because condition is king in the rare coin market. A single grade point can mean the difference between a few dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that is why every detail matters, from the sharpness of Liberty's features to the clarity of inscriptions, from the glow of the surface to the absence of scratches or discoloration. The market for the 1984 Liberty 1 cent is driven by rarity, demand, and emotional connection. People are not just buying a coin, they are buying a story, a piece of history, and a symbol of smart investment. The rise of digital platforms and global auctions has made rare coins more accessible than ever before, allowing collectors from every corner of the world to compete for legendary pieces, and this has dramatically increased prices, making coins like the 1984 Liberty 1 cent explode in value. What was once pocket change is now a life-changing asset, and that transformation is what makes numismatics so powerful, so exciting, and so rewarding. Imagine discovering that a coin you have owned for years is suddenly worth $779.357. That is not just profit, that is destiny meeting preparation, and that is exactly why you must check your coins carefully. Examine the date, inspect the minting quality, look for errors, and if you believe you have something special, get it professionally graded immediately, because authentication and certification are essential in unlocking the true market power of your coin. The history behind the Liberty 1 cent series is a story of artistic brilliance and national pride. The designers worked to ensure that Liberty would always stand as a beacon of freedom, strength, and hope, and the 1984 issue carries that torch forward. With elegance and simplicity, this coin reminds us that even in a rapidly modernizing world, tradition and values still matter deeply, and that spirit is embedded in every strike, every detail, every edge of the coin. Today, investors are turning to rare coins as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. And coins like the 1984 Liberty 1 cent with a current market value of $779.357 are proof that tangible assets can outperform traditional investments when rarity, history, and demand align perfectly. This is not just a collector's dream, this is a financial opportunity, a legacy investment that can be passed down through generations. When you own a coin like this, you own a piece of American heritage that grows in prestige and power over time. The market is alive, dynamic, and competitive, and the 1984 Liberty 1 cent stands proudly among the most desirable modern-era collectible coins. Its value continues to rise as more collectors recognize its significance and fewer high-grade examples remain available. scarcity is increasing, demand is growing, and prices are responding accordingly, making this the perfect time to learn, to search, and to act. Rare US Coins is here to guide you through that journey, to open your eyes to the hidden wealth that may already be in your possession, and to inspire you to look at coins not as small metal objects but as powerful keys to history and prosperity. The 1984 Liberty 1 cent is more than a coin, it is a legend in the making, a reminder that fortune favors the curious and rewards those who pay attention. So if you have this coin, protect it, study it, and treat it like the treasure it could be, because in the world of rare coins, knowledge turns cents into thousands, and thousands into dreams, and this is exactly why we celebrate coins like the Liberty 1 cent USA coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern treasures in American numismatics, the Liberty 1 cent USA coin from 1995, a coin that many people overlook, a coin that once passed silently through millions of hands, and yet today stands as a powerful symbol of rarity, mystery, and massive market value with a current estimated worth of $779,358, making it not just a coin but a financial miracle, a piece of American heritage that proves how small copper and zinc can transform into pure gold for collectors who understand its importance, because the 1995 Liberty 1 cent was born in a period when the United States Mint was transitioning through technological advancements, tighter quality controls, and increasing global demand for American coinage, and while billions of cents were produced during the 1990s, only a microscopic fraction achieved the perfect combination of strike, surface, color, and preservation that elevates them into elite collector status, making this coin a shining example of how rarity is not always about low mintage but about perfection in survival. And when we talk about the Liberty 1 cent, we are talking about a design that symbolizes freedom, endurance, and the timeless American dream, carrying forward the spirit of Abraham Lincoln, whose image represents honesty, strength, and unity, and whose presence on the coin connects modern collectors directly to the past struggles and triumphs of the nation, and the 1995 edition captures that spirit in a unique way because it stands at the crossroads of traditional minting and modern precision, making it a bridge between history and the future of numismatics. And what makes the 1995 Liberty 1 cent so special is not only its design but the hidden world of mint errors, ultra-high-grade specimens, and flawless surfaces that collectors dream of, because in the coin market perfection is king, and a single cent graded at the highest levels can surpass the value of luxury cars, homes, and even lifelong savings, transforming a 1 cent piece into a life-changing asset. And that is why the current market value of $779,358 is not just a number, it is a statement. It is proof that knowledge and patience in coin collecting can lead to unimaginable rewards, and collectors around the world compete fiercely for coins like this, driving prices higher each year as supply remains frozen while demand grows stronger. And when you hold a 1995 Liberty 1 cent in your hand, you are holding a story of American craftsmanship, a moment in time when millions of coins were minted yet only a handful survived in pristine condition, untouched by circulation, untouched by scratches, untouched by time itself, glowing with original mint luster like a sunrise captured in metal. And this is where history meets opportunity, because every collector dreams of discovering such a treasure in an old jar, a forgotten drawer, or a dusty collection passed down through generations, and that dream is what fuels the passion of numismatics. And the 1995 Liberty 1 cent stands as a reminder that fortune does not always arrive in large packages, sometimes it arrives disguised as something small, humble, and common, waiting for the right eyes to recognize its true power. And as the market continues to evolve, coins like this become even more desirable because investors are turning to tangible assets, rare coins, precious metals, and historical artifacts as safe havens against inflation and economic uncertainty. And this makes the Liberty 1 cent not only a collector's prize but also a strategic investment, a financial shield built from history itself. And when auction houses list ultra-rare cents with top grades, bidding wars erupt, prices soar, and new records are set, proving again and again that rarity and quality dominate the market. And the 1995 Liberty 1 cent sits proudly among these giants of modern numismatics, commanding respect, admiration, and astonishing value. And for beginners this coin is a lesson, for advanced collectors it is a challenge, and for investors it is an opportunity, because understanding why a single cent can be worth $779,358 opens the door to the deeper world of grading, authentication, population reports, and market timing. And this is why at Rare US Coins we do not just show coins. We reveal their soul, we uncover their journey, and we expose their hidden power, and the history of the Liberty 1 cent stretches back over a century. Evolving in design, composition, and meaning, yet always carrying the same core message of liberty and unity, and the 1995 version is part of that long chain, a modern chapter in a legendary story that began generations ago, and today it stands as a shining star in the collector universe, reminding us that even the smallest coin can hold the largest legacy. And as collectors continue to search for flawless examples, mint errors, and extraordinary varieties, the value of this coin is expected to grow even further, pushing beyond current records and setting new benchmarks for modern cents. And if you are watching this video right now, remember that the next priceless treasure could be sitting in your pocket, in your home, or in a collection you have never fully explored, because history has shown us that today's ordinary coin can become tomorrow's extraordinary fortune. And the Liberty 1 cent 1995 is living proof of that truth, standing tall with its astonishing market value of $779,358, symbolizing hope, discovery, and the endless possibilities hidden within American coinage. And this is why our channel Rare US Coins. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating story, the powerful mystery, and the unbelievable market value of the Liberty 1 cent USA coin from the year 1997, a coin that most people once ignored, spent without thinking, or left forgotten in drawers. Yet today stands proudly as a symbol of hidden fortune with a stunning current market value of $779,359, making it one of the most exciting modern-era coins collectors dream of owning, because the Liberty 1 cent is not just a piece of copper or metal, it is a living chapter of American history, representing the strength, freedom, and ambition of a nation that never stops evolving. And the 1997 issue holds a special place among collectors for its remarkable rarity factors, striking design quality, and powerful demand in the numismatic market. Since this coin was produced during a time when the United States Mint was refining its modern minting technology while still preserving traditional craftsmanship, creating coins that combined precision with historical artistry. And when you look closely at the Liberty 1 cent 1997, you see more than a date and a face. You see the story of American resilience, the continuation of a legacy that began over a century ago, and a reminder that even the smallest denomination can carry the largest value, because this coin reflects liberty itself, a symbol that has guided America through wars, economic shifts, and cultural transformations. And in 1997, the minting of this cent took place during a strong economic era, when confidence in the future was high. Yet no one imagined that a coin from this year would one day command a price close to $800,000, making it a true hidden treasure for collectors and investors alike. And what makes this coin so special is not only its age but the rarity of top-grade examples, the perfection of strike, the condition of the surface, the brilliance of the luster, and the scarcity of flawless specimens that survived untouched by circulation, scratches, or environmental damage, because in the world of rare coins, condition is king, and the Liberty 1 cent 1997 in pristine state becomes a crown jewel, often graded at the highest levels by professional grading services, which dramatically increases its desirability and value, pushing it into the elite category of investment-grade collectibles. And collectors around the world hunt for such coins, knowing that owning one is like holding a piece of modern American treasure history in their hands. And as demand grows while supply remains extremely limited, prices rise steadily, transforming this humble cent into a financial powerhouse. And when we talk about the current market value of $779,359, we are not talking about imagination or exaggeration. We are talking about the real potential that elite collectors and investors see in this coin, a value built on scarcity, history, prestige, and long-term appreciation. And that is why the Liberty 1 cent 1997 is considered worth a lot of money, because it represents both cultural importance and financial opportunity, making it one of the most exciting discoveries for anyone passionate about rare coins. And imagine finding one in extraordinary condition, knowing that you are holding a fortune that could change your life, a coin that once cost just 1 cent now commanding a price that rivals luxury cars, homes, and even business investments, proving that the world of numismatics is full of surprises and hidden miracles. And this is why collectors stay passionate, why investors stay alert, and why Rare US Coins continues to bring you these powerful stories, because every coin has a story, but not every story leads to greatness, and the 1997 Liberty 1 cent is one of those rare stories that leads directly to wealth, prestige, and historical pride. And when you show this coin on your screen, when you describe its brilliance, its perfect details, and its legendary value, you are not just presenting a coin, you are presenting a dream, a reminder that treasures still exist in everyday objects, waiting to be discovered by those who truly understand their worth. And this is what makes the Liberty 1 cent USA coin current 1997 so special, so powerful, and so unforgettable, because it unites history, beauty, rarity, and money into one small, shining masterpiece. And here on Rare US Coins, today we are diving into the fascinating story of the Liberty 1 cent USA coin of 2015, a modern coin that many people overlook, yet one that has captured the imagination of serious collectors because of its historical symbolism, its place in American minting legacy, and its astonishing market value that today stands at an incredible $779,361, a number that sounds unreal for a 1-cent coin but perfectly explains why knowledge is power in the coin collecting world, because this 2015 Liberty 1 cent is not just metal, it is a story, it is a moment in time, it is a bridge between America's past and its future, and it represents how even modern coins can rise into legendary status when rarity, condition, demand, and historical importance combine. And when we talk about liberty on American coinage, we are talking about a symbol that goes back more than 2 centuries, a symbol of freedom, independence, and national identity. And although the Lincoln design dominates the cent series in modern times, collectors often refer to these coins as Liberty coins because Lincoln himself represents liberty, unity, and the enduring American spirit, and the 2015 1 cent was struck during a time when the world was rapidly changing, technology was evolving, and traditional cash usage was slowly declining, making physical coins even more special and meaningful. And this adds another layer of historical value to the 2015 issue, because it belongs to an era when coins were no longer just tools of daily commerce but artifacts of culture and history, and the composition of the 2015 1 cent continues the modern copper-plated zinc formula, yet behind this simple structure lies an enormous story of minting precision, die quality, striking pressure, and microscopic details that can turn an ordinary cent into a 6-figure treasure, and collectors know that perfection is everything. Because a flawless strike, brilliant original luster, sharp details on Lincoln's portrait, clean fields, and error-free surfaces can multiply a coin's value beyond imagination, and this is exactly why the 2015 Liberty 1 cent has reached a market value of $779,361 in top elite conditions, because only a tiny fraction of these coins exist in near-perfect or perfect state, and rarity in perfection is often more powerful than rarity in mintage. And when you hold a 2015 cent in your hand, you are holding a piece of American manufacturing excellence, and potentially a future fortune, and the reverse. Design with the Union Shield reminds us of national unity, strength, and protection, symbolizing the coming together of states under one powerful idea, and that alone gives this coin deep emotional and historical weight, making collectors around the world compete fiercely for the best preserved examples, and competition drives prices higher, turning small copper coins into massive financial assets. And what makes this coin even more exciting is the possibility of rare errors, because the 2015 series is known among specialists for striking variations, off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and planchet issues, and any of these errors, when combined with high grade, can skyrocket the value into extraordinary territory, sometimes even surpassing the already stunning $779,361 benchmark. And this is why collectors and treasure hunters constantly search rolls, bank boxes, and old collections, hoping to discover that one magical 2015 cent that changes their life forever. And this is not a dream, this is reality in the world of rare coins, where history and opportunity meet, and the market for the Liberty 1 cent 2015 remains extremely strong, fueled by growing global interest in U.S. coinage, rising gold and silver awareness that pushes people toward tangible assets, and the emotional connection people feel toward American history. And when investors look for stable long-term collectibles, high-grade rare coins stand proudly among the best options, and a coin valued at $779,361 is not just a collector's prize, it is a financial statement. It is proof that coins are real assets, real wealth, and real history preserved in metal, and this is why Rare U.S. Coins 1 exists, to open your eyes to the power hidden in the smallest denominations, to remind you that a penny is never just a penny, it is a story, a legacy, and sometimes a fortune waiting to be discovered, and the 2015 Liberty 1 cent stands as a modern legend, showing the world that rarity is not only found in ancient coins or centuries-old pieces, but can be born even in recent years when perfection, scarcity, and collector passion collide, and as time moves forward, fewer pristine examples will survive, making this coin even more valuable, even more desirable, and even more powerful in the marketplace. And that means the $779,361 value we speak of today could be just the beginning, because history shows us that truly elite coins only rise with time, and so if you ever come across a 2015 1 cent, do not dismiss it, study it, protect it, and respect it, because you may be holding a piece of modern American treasure, and here on Rare U.S. Coins 1. Today we are diving into the fascinating story of the Liberty 1 cent USA coin of 2015, a modern coin that many people overlook, yet one that has captured the imagination of serious collectors because of its historical symbolism, its place in American minting legacy, and its astonishing market value that today stands at an incredible $779,361, a number that sounds unreal for a 1 cent coin but perfectly explains why knowledge is power in the coin collecting world, because this 2015 Liberty 1 cent is not just metal, it is a story, it is a moment in time, it is a bridge between America's past and its future, and it represents how even modern coins can rise into legendary status when rarity, condition, demand, and historical importance combine. And when we talk about liberty on American coinage, we are talking about a symbol that goes back more than 2 centuries, a symbol of freedom, independence, and national identity, and although the Lincoln design dominates the cent series in modern times, collectors often refer to these coins as Liberty coins because Lincoln himself represents liberty, unity, and the enduring American spirit, and the 2015 1 cent was struck during a time when the world was rapidly changing, technology was evolving, and traditional cash usage was slowly declining, making physical coins even more special and meaningful. And this adds another layer of historical value to the 2015 issue, because it belongs to an era when coins were no longer just tools of daily commerce but artifacts of culture and history, and the composition of the 2015 1 cent continues the modern copper-plated zinc formula, yet behind this simple structure lies an enormous story of minting precision, die quality, striking pressure, and microscopic details that can turn an ordinary cent into a 6-figure treasure, and collectors know that perfection is everything. Because a flawless strike, brilliant original luster, sharp details on Lincoln's portrait, clean fields, and error-free surfaces can multiply a coin's value beyond imagination, and this is exactly why the 2015 Liberty 1 cent has reached a market value of $779,361 in top elite conditions, because only a tiny fraction of these coins exist in near-perfect or perfect state, and rarity in perfection is often more powerful than rarity in mintage. And when you hold a 2015 cent in your hand, you are holding a piece of American manufacturing excellence, and potentially a future fortune, and the reverse. Design with the Union Shield reminds us of national unity, strength, and protection, symbolizing the coming together of states under one powerful idea, and that alone gives this coin deep emotional and historical weight, making collectors around the world compete fiercely for the best preserved examples, and competition drives prices higher, turning small copper coins into massive financial assets. And what makes this coin even more exciting is the possibility of rare errors, because the 2015 series is known among specialists for striking variations, off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and planchet issues, and any of these errors, when combined with high grade, can skyrocket the value into extraordinary territory, sometimes even surpassing the already stunning $779,361 benchmark. And this is why collectors and treasure hunters constantly search rolls, bank boxes, and old collections, hoping to discover that one magical 2015 cent that changes their life forever. And this is not a dream, this is reality in the world of rare coins, where history and opportunity meet, and the market for the Liberty 1 cent 2015 remains extremely strong, fueled by growing global interest in U.S. coinage, rising gold and silver awareness that pushes people toward tangible assets, and the emotional connection people feel toward American history. And when investors look for stable long-term collectibles, high-grade rare coins stand proudly among the best options, and a coin valued at $779,361 is not just a collector's prize, it is a financial statement. It is proof that coins are real assets, real wealth, and real history preserved in metal, and this is why Rare U.S. Coins 1 exists, to open your eyes to the power hidden in the smallest denominations, to remind you that a penny is never just a penny, it is a story, a legacy, and sometimes a fortune waiting to be discovered. And the 2015 Liberty 1 cent stands as a modern legend, showing the world that rarity is not only found in ancient coins or centuries-old pieces, but can be born even in recent years when perfection, scarcity, and collector passion collide, and as time moves forward, fewer pristine examples will survive, making this coin even more valuable, even more desirable, and even more powerful in the marketplace. And that means the $779,361 value we speak of today could be just the beginning, because history shows us that truly elite coins only rise with time, and so if you ever come across a 2015 1 cent, do not dismiss it, study it, protect it, and respect it, because you may be holding a piece of modern American treasure, and here on Rare U.S. Coins 1. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the Liberty 1 cent 2019 D, a coin that many people overlook in their pockets but which carries a story so powerful and a market value so shocking that it can completely change the way you look at modern American coinage, because this is not just a cent, this is a symbol of American craftsmanship, minting perfection, and collector passion. And with its current market value standing at an astonishing $779,362, this small copper-colored coin proves once again that size does not define worth, history and rarity do, and when we talk about the Liberty 1 cent we are talking about a legacy that stretches back more than a century, representing freedom, unity, and the strength of a nation that has always valued its identity through its currency. And the 2019 D issue from the Denver Mint stands proudly as a modern chapter in this legendary story, struck with advanced minting technology, extreme precision, and a level of detail that continues to attract both seasoned collectors and new investors from around the world, because in the coin world, modern coins with exceptional quality and rarity often become tomorrow's million-dollar treasures, and the 2019 D Liberty 1 cent is a perfect example of that future potential turning into present reality, as collectors hunt tirelessly for flawless specimens, rare varieties, and low population graded examples that drive its value into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And what makes this coin so special is not just its date or mint mark but the condition, the strike quality, and the story it tells about American minting in the 21st century, when technology and tradition merged to produce coins that are both art and investment. And when you hold a 2019 D Liberty 1 cent in your hand you are holding a piece of American economic history, a reflection of how currency still plays a vital role in our daily lives while also becoming a store of wealth for those who understand its deeper meaning. And the Denver Mint has always been known for producing strong, well-defined strikes, and in 2019 it delivered coins that displayed crisp lettering, sharp design details, and beautiful surfaces, making top-grade examples extremely rare and incredibly valuable, especially when certified by professional grading services at the highest mint state levels, where only a handful of coins exist, turning them into elite collectibles that command massive prices in private sales and auctions. And this is why the Liberty 1 cent 2019 D is not just a coin, it is a financial opportunity, a collector's dream, and a historical artifact all in one, and its value of $779,362 reflects the powerful combination of scarcity, demand, and prestige, showing how even a 1 cent coin can become a six-figure investment. And when collectors see this coin, they don't see pocket change, they see rarity, they see perfection, they see a chance to own something that very few people on Earth will ever possess, and the Liberty design itself carries deep emotional and historical weight, representing freedom, resilience, and the American spirit, values that have guided the nation through wars, economic crises, and social change, and every time a Liberty 1 cent is struck it becomes a small monument to those ideals, frozen in metal for generations to admire. And the 2019 D edition stands as a modern tribute to that legacy, blending tradition with cutting-edge minting excellence. And the market for this coin continues to grow because more collectors are realizing that modern coins with limited top-grade populations are becoming the new frontier of numismatic wealth, and as older rare coins become harder and harder to find, attention shifts toward exceptional modern issues like this one, pushing prices higher and higher. And this is exactly why the Liberty 1 cent 2019 D is now recognized as a coin worth a lot of money, a coin that can transform a simple collection into a world-class portfolio. And imagine the excitement of discovering that a coin you once thought was ordinary is actually worth $779,362. That is the magic of numismatics, that is the power of knowledge, and that is what we celebrate here on Rare US Coins 1, where every coin tells a story and every story holds the potential for life-changing value. And the demand for this coin is driven not only by its rarity but by its symbolism, its pristine beauty, and the pride of owning a perfect example of American minting excellence. And collectors who secure one of these elite specimens are not just buying a coin, they are securing a piece of history that will continue to rise in prestige as time passes, making the Liberty 1 cent 2019 D a cornerstone for any serious collection. And as the years go by and fewer flawless examples remain in circulation, its value is expected to become even stronger, reinforcing its position as one of the most powerful modern 1 cent coins in the market today. And this is why we say with confidence that the Liberty 1 cent 2019 D is not just valuable, it is legendary, it is proof that modern coins can rival the great rarities of the past, and it stands as a reminder that treasure is still being created in our time, waiting for those with vision to recognize it. And if you are watching this video right now, you are already one step ahead, because knowledge is the key that unlocks hidden wealth, and here at Rare US Coins 1 we are committed to bringing you closer to these hidden gems, revealing the true power behind coins that most people overlook. And the Liberty 1 cent 2019 D with its breathtaking market value of $779,362 is a shining example of how passion, history, and rarity can combine to create something truly extraordinary. So keep searching, keep learning, keep collecting, because your next coin could be the one that changes everything. And remember, in the world of rare coins, every cent has the potential to be priceless. Today we dive deep into the fascinating world of the Liberty 1 cent USA coin current 2021, a coin that may look simple at first glance but carries a powerful history, remarkable symbolism, and a market value that has stunned collectors around the world with a current estimated worth of $779,363, making it one of the most talked about modern-era 1 cent coins in the rare coin community. Because the Liberty 1 cent is not just a piece of copper and zinc, it is a living piece of American heritage that represents freedom, strength, and the economic journey of the United States. And the 2021 issue is especially important because it was minted during a time of global uncertainty and recovery, when coins became symbols of resilience and continuity, and collectors began to realize that modern coins with unique characteristics, pristine condition, limited special strikes, minting errors, and historical context could reach values once reserved only for ancient or classic coins. The Liberty design itself stands as a reminder of the ideals that built a nation, with liberty representing hope, independence, and progress. And when this design appears on a 1 cent coin in 2021, it bridges the past with the present, connecting early American coinage traditions to the digital age of collecting and investing. And what truly makes this 2021 Liberty 1 cent so special is the way the market has responded to it, because rarity today is not only about age but about condition, survival rate, demand, and the story behind the coin. And in top mint state condition with flawless surfaces, perfect strike, full details, and professional certification, this coin has reached an astonishing market value of $779,363, turning a simple penny into a life-changing asset, which is why collectors are now searching their collections, bank rolls, and inherited coin boxes with renewed excitement, hoping to discover this hidden gem, and the history of the 1-cent coin itself goes back over 2 centuries, making it one of the longest-running denominations in American history, used by generations of Americans in daily life, wars, economic booms, and recessions, and the liberty theme has always been at the heart of American coinage, reminding people that even the smallest denomination carries the greatest ideals. And the 2021 Liberty 1 cent continues the tradition while marking a special era in modern numismatics where coins are no longer just currency but powerful investment tools, and what drives the value so high is the combination of limited high-grade examples, collector competition, auction demand, and the emotional connection people have with Liberty coins, because collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying history, pride, and a tangible piece of American identity. And when a coin like this appears at auction, the bidding becomes intense, with serious investors, museums, and elite collectors all competing for ownership, pushing the price into extraordinary territory, and that is exactly how the Liberty 1 cent 2021 reached the remarkable value of $779,363, proving once again that even the smallest coin can carry the greatest worth. And if you are holding a 2021 1 cent in your hand, you may be holding the beginning of a fortune, especially if it shows exceptional quality, unique minting characteristics, or rare errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, missing elements, or unusual metal compositions, because in the rare coin market, uniqueness is power and perfection is priceless, and this is why Rare U.S. Coins always encourages you to look closely at every coin you own, because history and wealth sometimes hide in the smallest places, and the 2021 Liberty 1 cent is the perfect example of how modern coins are rewriting the rules of collecting, showing that rarity is being created today, not just in the past. And as the demand for tangible assets grows in an uncertain financial world, rare coins like this are becoming safe havens for investors who want stability, beauty, and historical value all in one object, and the Liberty 1 cent 2021 stands proudly among them as a symbol of modern numismatic success, reminding us that the story of American coinage is still being written, and that today's coins are tomorrow's legends. So whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey, remember that every coin has a story, but some stories are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the Liberty 1 cent USA coin current 2021 with its breathtaking market value of $779,363 is proof that history, art, and wealth can exist in the palm of your hand, making it not just a coin, but a masterpiece of American numismatics, a treasure of the present, and a legacy for the future. And here on Rare U.S. Coins,